Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown Sunday Preview Rundown. I'm Joshua.
And I am Mitchell.
And today we've got more boarding patrols with one that people have really been looking forward to, but also dreading.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all they did this.
So
which we'll talk about in a minute.
First off, the fourth and final chapter. No, fourth out of fifth, because there's one more.
Yeah, there should be one more.
Which is definitely Tyranids, because they basically said the last one was Tyranids.
Really? I heard that it was going to be Dark Angels.
I'm betting Tyranids.
Yeah. I mean, I hope so, because I like Tyranids.
But this is book 4 of 5, so you got Farsight.
Mm-hmm.
It's the next in the Arks of Omen book. Once again, there are rules for additional armies for boarding actions games.
I think it's the boarding actions that are coming out this week that we'll talk about.
Yes. Not always, because there's also Harlequin.
Oh, true.
And
Adept Sortus.
yeah. Speaking of things that are coming out, Boarding Patrol Tau Empire.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, the elephant in the room here. This is the location of the new Farsight model.
Yeah.
And currently the only place to get the new Farsight model.
Yeah, I knew they would do that. After I saw that Farsight and Snickrot were in the boarding patrols, I knew it would be the only place to get them.
So, we don't know how much Farsight would be. I'm betting that Farsight is not going to be less than $70.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be a $60 kit because, like, Lord Solar's a $60 kit.
Yeah, and way less plastic.
So, I think the best case scenario is that Farsight's 70. Fire Warriors, you get 10 of those, are 60, and you get 3 Crisis Suits, which are $80 a box for 3.
That is pretty good.
So that brings this to a $210 box.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the boarding patrols do not have standardized prices.
They don't.
So, because they vary from 110 to 125.
I think there was some more than that. 140, I think.
Yeah, okay. So this is, I would expect this to be a very on the upper end of the boarding patrol prices.
With the Crisis Suits in there, it's going to be pretty up there.
As far as the quality of the box, we have not seen Farsight's rules yet.
Right.
However, Farsight Enclaves are one of the 2 more popular Enclaves right now, alongside the Tau Sept. And Crisis Suits are hot fire in Tau right now. So they're all, it's a good box as far as everything in there, unless Farsight's rules are like Vashtor levels of bad.
Hey, we don't talk about Vashtor.
I bet Farsight's better in melee. But it is, I must admit, it's disappointing to see this as the only place to get Farsight for right now.
Yeah, it's a little rough. They didn't have to do that, but doesn't surprise me if they did.
So Farsight Enclaves dice set.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we're now getting sub-faction dice set.
Yeah.
Because they figured out, like everything else, we have to make more of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to make, that's what these boarding patrol boxes are, is well, we have all the vanguards and the combat patrols. What do? New game mode with new boxes.
New extra boxes.
And now we're doing that with dice. So we got post-diceflation. That being said, as far as the dice recently, these are my favorite.
The 40k dice have been maybe like a little more special, but if you don't look at the 6, this just looks like a normal...
Which is what they've been doing with all of their dice recently.
Right, but like the Vashtor ones are like the silvery kind of...
There's a swirl in there,
There's a swirl, but this is just red, black pips, but then there's white on the 6.
Yeah, and if they weren't charging $35 for this, that would be fine.
Yeah.
But they are charging $35 for this, so we're not going to stop giving them crap.
What I'm saying is it could have been red swirlies and still had the white on it.
Could have been. Isn't.
It isn't.
I imagine putting this, like... This looks like a family photo of Farsight, so I'm picturing putting this on your mantelpiece right next to that Vashtor one.
You make me want to look up how much that Vashtor one is.
You only get it by buying all of this in a bundle.
I really don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is funny to get like a framed picture of a Warhammer.
A signed frame picture.
Is it signed by Farsight?
No, by the artist.
Oh, that makes sense.
Who they're not going to tell you who that artist is in the online post because we can't have that.
No, it'll probably be on the post like when it comes out.
Maybe there'll be a picture of his hands. I don't know. Next up, we have Boarding Patrol Orks. Same dealio. This is the only place to get the new Boss Snickrot.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is that very few people comparatively care about Boss Snickrot.
Correct.
Because there are other cooler orc characters.
Yeah. I can't think of another one right now other than...
Well, Graskell.
Well, yeah, but he already has his own model.
Right, that's what I mean. But, like, whereas Farsight is one of 2 cool characters for Tau.
Yeah, that's true.
And Farsight's the far cooler one.
Yeah.
Boss Snickrot is kind of like, oh, commando character.
Yeah.
This box is just, I mean, it's fine. It's Boss Snickrot.
At least it has some of the newer models in it.
Yes.
That does tickle my fancy a little bit.
The oldest thing in here is the Flash kits.
Yeah, which is still a relatively new kit.
And they hold up fine.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a unit of 5 Flash kits, 10 Beast Snagaboys, and 10 Commandos, in addition to Boss Snickrot.
Ooh, does it come with the... Oh, the Commandos are only in Kill Team right now, right? They don't have a separate box. They're just always the same.
Yeah, that's how they do all the
Okay.
Kill Team.
I was about to say, does it have the Kill Team upgrades for like the other one did?
No, because that was a discrete.
Yeah, because it's already that.
Again, we don't know Snickrot's price. I'm betting $45 to $50 because that's what they're doing. I mean, Creed is $45.
Oh, that's true. I was gonna argue that, but man.
So this is a not great deal because Flash Gets are only $60. 10 Beast Nega Boys are only $60. Commandos are 65.
Yeah.
So that's 185 plus 45. So that's actually not a terrible.
200.
Deal. About $230 price. I just got to carry a 1 on my math here. So again, we don't know the price on this though. So
yeah,
I know you hate elves.
I hate elves and Tau, and dwarves.
Yeah,
I'm not a great guy. Huh?
You kind of hate all of these. This is another interesting one because this one does also have a named character in it.
Yep.
But the difference is this is not the only place to get Jane Czar.
Yeah.
Jane Czar you can just buy in a box. Speaking of which, Jane Czar is $45. Howling Banshees are $60 and very good right now.
Yeah.
In Eldar. And then you get 2 units of Corsairs.
Interesting.
So 20 total Void Scar Corsairs, who are worth $60 a piece for a total of a $225 value box.
Okay.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
This one is very thematic.
Yes.
Some light infantry and then some light shooting.
I never know how to feel about the ones that have the characters in it, because it like kind of prevents people from buying multiple, which you think GW would be specifically against.
Right.
Ever since the battle forces, I'm like, why would they put a character in there?
Yeah,
especially when the characters are always bumped up price wise.
Yeah, because that $45 for Jane Czar is an inflated price.
Yeah.
And besides Jane Czar, it's a $180 value.
Yeah. I mean, just put like a Farsight or something in there.
Yeah, generic.
Yeah. But no.
Who knows? Drukhari, on the other hand.
Or some of them don't even have characters in them.
Yeah. This one, just for example, is an unnamed succubus.
Yep.
Leading 20 witches and 1 band of incubi.
Not bad.
So 20 witches is $90. The incubi is $60. And the succubi being an currently ATO only, online order only model for $29 means that the value of this box is only $179.
That better be a cheap one.
By far, this is the one of the lower boxes, although not the lowest, which we will get to next.
Oh no. Yeah, it doesn't really help that again the character is an old sculpt, one of the cheaper ones. The troops are old sculpts, some of the cheaper ones like the.
Now, in this case, this one does make the most sense. This is a clearly melee-based Drukhari box.
Yeah.
And the succubi is who you want leading the witches.
Right.
And they probably the other option was putting what's his name, Drazar.
Yeah, Drazar.
In here with the incubi, and then we would have the same problem where he is a named character.
It still wouldn't be a great deal.
No, it wouldn't be. Because he's not that expensive. He's only $45.
But being 29, man, this one is pretty low. It does have the new incubi sculpt in it.
Yes, which are great.
I
love those sculpts.
But
and the witches are fine.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Drukhari, but I have heard that the Cabalites are probably the one people want to focus on.
Cabalites riding the raider barges is what people like right now. But stuff changes.
Yeah, stuff changes. Maybe you really like the witches. Maybe they fit your, I don't know, paint scheme.
Now for the worst deal, or one of the 2 worst deals, you've got Grey Knights. Unit of Terminators, 1 strike squad, and Castellan Crow. Crows $45, Termies are $60, strike squad $65.
Strike squads only come in 5s or in 10s?
Yeah.
I thought they were 5s for some reason.
No.
That's a really bad one.
We can double check, but I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, it'll appear right here.
I like that you just keep having me edit stuff in.
If I'm wrong. That's how confident I am.
Okay. If you're wrong, I have to do more work. Got it.
Yeah. This one only comes out to $170.
That's real bad.
Yes, it is.
That's really bad.
It is very bad.
Well, I mean, it's still a savings if you want everything in the box, but like some of the other ones are.
If you pull Crow, I mean, and we don't know how much this is.
That's true.
But this is one of those boxes where very likely if you pull Crow out of here, it's not going to be a savings.
That's
or
dumb.
it'll be a $5 savings, which is not particularly great.
No, that's
Crow's a great model. All of the Grey Knight sculpts hold up very well.
Surprisingly,
because they're all new.
Yeah, even when compared to like Primaris Marines, like they
well, that's why these guys come in 10s, because they're still tactical Marines.
Yeah, that's
who were in boxes of 10s for $60 instead of boxes of 5 for $60, like the
Primaris are in 10s for 60.
Intercessors are, the big ones aren't.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are $60 for a box of 10. Sorry, 65 for a box of 10.
Oh, because the price just went up.
Yep. And yeah, so that one's probably gonna be the worst deal. But again, if you're just starting Grey Knights, not a bad place to get started.
It's not. I mean, it has everything you want.
Because Crow is good and everyone else is good.
Granted, they don't have a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah, that's one of those.
They basically have that in the baby carriers.
There are 4 data sheets in this army. What do you want? For an army that does not have 4 data sheets, you have the Necrons.
Yep.
You hate this one. I'll let you talk about this one because you are a Necron player.
Okay, fair enough. I don't necessarily hate this one. Just hate that they keep giving us more warriors. Like, guys, I have 220 warriors. Warriors. I have 220 warriors. I'm not gonna buy this. I don't need it.
Jesus Christ, Mitchell, why do you have 220 warriors?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Okay.
I have gotten more than one secondhand army.
Fair.
That's the problem.
Fair.
And then I bought Indominus, which had 20 warriors.
But that is a good point because, warriors are a dime a dozen. They keep throwing them in everything.
Yeah. Just taking the $50 out for the warriors, like, this is 3 boxes. You have the breakdown, right?
It's, 1 box of warriors for $50. 1 box of Lich Guard for $60. And then 1 box of Ophidian Destroyers for $60. So this is a $170 box.
Yeah. Wait, 170 total?
Yeah.
That one's really bad.
60 plus 60 plus 50. The same as the Grey Knights.
Yeah, that's fair.
And only $9 less than the Drukhari.
Yeah.
This one notably does not come with a hero character.
Yeah, which is fine.
Oh, wait, no, wait. Yeah, because it just says...
3 Scarabs, 3 Ophidian Destroyers.
Yeah, there's no Overlord in here.
No, that's fine.
Which is weird.
Considering how much they rely on their characters, that is surprising.
Worth noting, and they also lampshade this with their asterisks at the bottom.
They put...
pictures of Praetorians.
Even though you can't run Praetorians in boarding actions.
Yeah. And
so it's like, I'll use the Lich Guard instead. You just take another picture, guys.
Yeah. Maybe those models got thrown in the wood chipper. I don't know.
Praetorians are good. Lich Guard are good. Warriors are always good, but the Ophidian Destroyers are fine, and Scarab Swarms are good to stand still and not be shot because they're so short.
I mean, Scarab Swarms come with the warriors.
Yeah, they come with the warriors. So it's fine. Everything that they've been coming out with Necrons recently, I've been kind of upset about, but maybe it's my old man kicking in.
You just never got over the Kill Team release, and it was all downhill from there.
I never did.
And that's it for the boarding patrol boxes.
Yep.
Now we have some made to orders. Armageddon Steel Legion. These are of varying quality. Part of the problem with this one is look at that paint job. Look at the paint job on that gun.
Yeah, that was very clearly painted, and the basing says it too. Very clearly painted like 15 years ago.
Yes, these pictures are old. So you've got a heavy bolter weapons team, the las cannon weapons team, a commissar, and then several sergeants with bolt pistol and power sword, or this guy, the weeb sergeant.
I love that pose.
While you were fighting the orcs, he studied the blade.
I don't need a pistol.
Yeah, he's just... Or no, you know what that is? That's the Obi-Wan force push pose.
Oh, you're right.
That is literally Obi-Wan's... Oh, my God.
This is a nerd on top of a nerd.
Yeah, now I want to replace his head with a bearded head.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Although that does get rid of the coolest part about him, which is his mask.
Yeah, the skull mask, which is the coolest part.
Yeah. That's Krieg's thing.
No. They just have masks. He is a skull mask.
Sorry, I rolled my eyes. You can't see that.
They are based roughly on the... No, the difference is that Krieg are based on World War I Germans. These are just based on World War II Germans.
No.
You got a plasma gun, which you will want the plasma gun because the squad comes with a missile launcher and a grenade launcher and a guy holding a shell. And the missile launcher is not something that any of the current infantry squads can take.
Oh, really?
No, there's nobody to take a missile launcher.
Awesome.
So you'll probably want the plasma gun for each squad you get if you plan on actually using these in 40k.
Great.
Or do what I would do, which is just take out the grenade launcher guy. Say the missile gun's a melt-a-gun. It's an anti-armor thing. Yeah. Right? You know, it's just real short range.
Yeah. Fair.
And then you
this guy can't aim for crap.
And then you use the shell guy as your comms guy.
Sure.
And then you could have these stand in as Cadians pretty easily. You know, they're old sculpts. Yeah. They're metal models. They are what they are.
Are these going to be metal when you...
These are metal.
Okay.
Yeah, I have this this squad right here.
I mean, with the reprint, I wasn't sure if they were metal or fine cast. I don't know.
They're going to be metal. Yeah. Now, they don't actually say, to be fair, but they're all metal. They're not going to redo these in fine cast. You can also get a bundle box, which comes
collecting.
Which comes with 2 of the squads and 3 of the las cannon heavy weapons teams.
Man, all the las cannons looking exactly the same in the back's really telling.
Yeah. Las cannon heavy weapons teams are some of the worst. Like, you don't want those as your heavy weapons teams. You want mortars.
Yeah.
I mean, they are las cannons, but it's one-shotting on a 4,
Yeah.
a lot of the good stuff, and they die to a stiff breeze because they have literally no more durability than 2 guardsmen on a base. So,
yeah, that's gross.
but if you really want to just have some nostalgia models or play with these, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe do some clever converting or saying the melta gun, the launcher's a melta gun.
Yeah.
And you could easily use them as Cadian shock troops.
Sure.
And then we got Necromunda. So Necromunda, very sad to us, has been announced to not be at Adepticon.
Yeah.
So instead, they give us this.
Which I particularly really like this model. I'm not one for the like fancy big collar type, but man, I like this model.
Yeah, this is Lady Haera, the 13th daughter of Lorm Helmar. And she's basically leading Helmar's troops against the rebellion led by Lady Credo. I liked Lady Credo better before, and I like her even more compared to this now.
I also like Lady Credo.
I am not a fan of this model.
Really?
It's very well done, do not get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the combination of the fur collar and the hips...
She has to protect her assets.
Apparently. The hips do not lie. And I'm starting to feel you, boy. And the hat, I don't like anything about this model. It's very well done, though.
It is well done. It is beautiful, even ignoring...
Yes.
That being said, I will be disappointed when they announce it for Forge World because they don't say in this.
Yeah, it does not
There's
say...
no way this is plastic.
But it's going to be a Forge World resin model, and it's going to be stupid expensive.
Yeah, like $70 or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We normally don't talk about Blackletter too much, but I just like to talk about, like... Yeah.
I'm staring deeply into his eyes, and I'm not good. I'm not cool with this.
So, Shadowsun's eyes, but also lips. They tried to give her feminine human lips.
I feel like mistakes were made here.
You're not supposed. You don't have to. Yeah, I don't get why that decision was made.
You don't think Tower kissable?
No. You know what this looks like? You know when you see those weirdos on Twitter complain that like video game protagonists don't look feminine enough, and they run it through like a filter, and it makes them look god awful terrible. And they're like, "This is what it should look like." That's what that looks like to me.
Yeah, it's the eyes.
The eyes don't help.
They're like looking into my soul, and I'm not cool with it. Yeah, we're gonna have to scroll away from that. I don't like that.
All of that coming up for pre-order. That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Stop. No, it won't. It better not.
Mitchell is very lucky I don't get to do the editing on these because that would be the thumbnail.
It's gotta be Farsight,
or it would just be replaced. It'd be her looking at Farsight.
They're facing the correct direction.
Yeah. All of this going up for order next Saturday, which many of us will be at Adepticon. Speaking of which, we'll be at Adepticon.
We will.
If you're there and you can... I was going to say if you recognize this, which you literally can't from this video because there's no faces.
But go to our other videos and watch that.
Yeah, click here for some of our other videos.
Josh, why do you do this to me?
If I survive, Mitchell doesn't kill me on the drive there, we'll be there. We'll say hi.
You have to get me there and back. So.
Or you just kill me and steal my car keys.
Options.
I shouldn't make these suggestions. But anyway, while we're at Adepticon, these will come up for order on next Saturday.
Yeah.
We're not going to drag the video out any longer by talking about Adepticon more, but we'll be there. And if you are, come say hi.
Yep.
We're not in any particular place, though, so...
If you see us, say hi.
Have fun. We'll see you next time, or possibly there.
Bye.